Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Here I believe we should start a new series in Kerbal Space Program. Now, it's going to be called the ASA, the Alexandrian Space and Aeronautics. I'm gonna have the Kerbin flag. I'm gonna imagine that sort of Kerbin has united and we are going to explore the stars. All the nations have pooled their funds to make a small space program. I'm gonna go to difficulty. TAC life support, I broke it already, but I'll fix it later. What? Okay, I don't know. Advanced. So we're gonna do plasma blackout, but to balance it out, we're going to give the antennas 25% more range. Okay, close enough. And we're going to Kerbal G-force limit, part G-force limit, part pressure limits. And yes, that sounds great. Except, and yeah, it's going to be in career mode, where you have funds, reputation, and science. However, there is a catch. If the title doesn't tip you off, we are only allowed to use rockets that have either very low waste or are full functioning sstos or are fully recoverable. Why? Well, we don't exactly have very much funding as what the nations of Kerbin say in their pooled space program, because they've all pulled their funds to build it. They all want it. Okay. Sign, everything's broken already. Oh wait, no, I'm not in flight yet, so nothing's broken. Life support monitoring. Okay, great. Well, we'll start. Oh wait, no. We're gonna go to mission control. Great. First, we want to accept. Launch our first vessel. And gather scientific data for Kerbin. Yes. That'll be easy. Okay, leave the facility and go to the vehicle assembly building, where we will build the most simple craft I can think of. Now, once again, fully reusable. Yay! So we're gonna have a crew capsule. Something tells me some nations are already complaining about the price, but I don't care. I'm gonna have a parachute, because safety! Why does the parachute cost almost as much as the capsule? And we're going to use a... yeah, procedural solid rocket booster. Bam, bam, bam. 4. I'm going to go to science, and we are going to slap Mystery Goo trademarked containers on. The straight ratio does not seem to hardly changes at all. Great. Bell. Oh wait, we need to change that. So you have nearly 1,700 meters per second of delta V, which is a little excessive for me, so we're not going to use this engine. Not yet, at least. We're going to use the flea booster. What are you? Oh, that's Mike Jeb. We'll not mess with that. We're going to launch, and I broke the staging. Well, I don't necessarily care right now. This is going to be the very first launch of our space program. So, yay. Broadcast live across the many nations of Kerbin. The ESA's first launch shall commence. Now, this is going to, its main purpose is just to collect science. Now with these, you can pretty much just get 2, sometimes a little more, science off of every level you're on. Doing much right now. And the goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Great. And then we throttle up. Okay, we don't have liquid fuel. Why am I doing that? And we floor the engines. What are you? Okay, you are oh wait, hey, stop. What are you? Okay, that's vessel mover. That's punch. Well, things are already going. Oh, it's because the chute's opened. That's. Oh, I never fixed the staging, did I? Well, that's too bad. But hey, I still get all the contracts, and it's still fully reusable. Although it does feel kind of bad that the very first launch of our space program has been a horrid failure. But hey, Jeb, I hope Jeb gained some experience. You look like you're doing great, Jeb. What is that over there? I've always wanted to check that out, but I've never actually went and looked at it. Jeb, you have stability assist. Hey, why are there like random things just like laying around out here? Why didn't you land on the launch pad? I do kind of want to know what these random like potholes and stuff are. What is this? Got no idea what that is. That looks like a pile of sand. There's another pile of sand. And that's our tiny flag. Well, great. Recover the vessel. And that'll give us our first science load. And we should be able to recover a majority of the funds. Yeah, I got 24 science out of that. Ports. Yeah. Got almost everything out of it. Got quite a bit of money. Alright, I forgot you had to provide food, water, and oxygen. How much experience do you need to level up? Well, not sure. But it is already time to get into research and development. One thing we're going to need pretty soon is going to be survivability. But right now, Engineering 101 and Basic Rocketry. And next you're going to go for survivability because we need heat shields and we need heat shields fast. We're in the vehicle assembly building. We can finally use all of that stuff that we broke. This craft is all of a sudden outdated and useless, and we can get rid of. Oh, what do you know? The mystery goo was like the most expensive thing on there. Now you could add liquid engines now if you wanted, but I really don't care because we can still get the same amount of science with nothing but the too hot for you thermometer. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oops, sorry. Too hot thermometer. Sounds like something Elon Musk would do. Oops, did I say that out loud? Okay, great. Great, this will be the vessel we'll use. And we're just going to slap fins on it because, reasons? Yes, that is going to be our vessel. Yeah, this is slightly more expensive than the other vessel. And I'm feeling like I should fix the staging issue. Great. This will be far, far more successful, something tells me. I don't know why I think that, but hey, it'll hopefully, maybe, probably work. Yeah, it'll be fine. Definitely won't crash, burn, and explode a horrible death on the runway. Say, that'd be pretty bad if I managed to hit the runway with my rocket. But no, this will be fine. Ah, yes. Crowds of people crowd around their television screens to watch the second launch, which I'm hoping will be far, far more successful. Zoomity, zoomity, zoom vroom. Okay. Got 3 days of food and 2 days of oxygen and water. and 2 hours of electricity. This thing can accelerate pretty well. I didn't take the too hot for the too hot thermometer. Okay, log the temperature. Oh, that didn't actually give me that much science. That's disappointing. Log the temperature. That gives me 5.6 science. Saddens me. Great, you. How high is this thing really just gonna go? I want to get to our top maximum height. I'm pretty sure if you can get to like 20,000 and get into the upper atmosphere or something. Yeah, we're not gonna go far enough. Log temperature. Reset. Zoom. Oh, that's not good. So yeah, this parachute. I'm gonna deploy it now. The parachute has failed. That's not good. I'm very sorry, Jeb, but it appears that our SRBM has failed miserably. Sorry, Jeb. Revert. We can fix this. If Bob doesn't die, we'll be perfectly fine, I'm sure. Absolutely nothing could possibly go wrong with this mission at all. I mean, it's not like, you know, explosive decompression. Yeah, just like launch. Here at Alexandrian Industries, we don't like to talk about what may go wrong. Stop moving around. You're really starting to annoy me, you know. Screech. Slow down. Lock the temperature. Keep the data. And log temperature. I thought the fins would actually help with the stability, but apparently not. Just 4x speed until, you know, looks like we're about to get to speed. Great. I want to turn the minimum pressure to 0. I want to turn the altitude to maximum. Why, you may ask? As you noticed, everything died, but we did have a small error of margin last time, so we're going to deploy the chute. Oh, come on! You had to deploy now. This can take a while. Okay, we do not want it at 50. But I mean, yeah, 1,050, that's fine. Hey, stop that. How is it destroyed by heat? Revert. Should I perhaps revert to the vehicular assembly? Yes, it would appear that we need to do that. How can we make this thing safer? Where Jeb does not die. Structural, we got anything in structure? We have a modular girder instruments. Can this thing do anything? I don't think so. Well, we have a TD12 decoupler. But I can't decouple this because that's like, oh wow, that's actually not very expensive. This entire assembly is $300. I mean, if I get rid of all that, all it shaves off is $300. This is the most expensive part. Well, I mean, if all it shaves off is $300, then I'm pretty sure I could get away with using this new system. But remember, if it's like a large amount of money, you can't do that. Great. You never know. Sticking to the challenge. We're doing this. But we're gonna do it a little differently. FL 100 tank and a swivel engine will not get me to space. They'll do pretty well. 7.3 seconds of burn time. That's plenty. In case you didn't know, you don't actually need any engine power to get to space. 400 meters of delta V, that will do fine. It's not like physics actually apply. Let's see. So we'll throttle all the way up, and I hope Jeb enjoys. Actually, we're gonna throttle to 2/3 because this thing's thrust to weight ratio is probably nuts. And I kind of want the burn time to be longer than 8 seconds. We'll just burn full blast at this point. I don't care anymore. It would appear that you cannot reach Mach velocity in a craft this lame. However, I'm pretty sure you can get to 5,000 meters. Not the most impressive achievement, but you can get to 5,000 meters. Now at 3,000, I'm going to deploy the chute. Why 3,000? I don't know. 3,000 it is. Stop accelerating. You should really stop accelerating. Oh no. No. Whew. Why are you not slowing? Well, it can't possibly be that expensive. I'm sure we're not gonna get that. Oh, I never did the science, did I? Yes, I may be slightly stupid. Yeah, we didn't need any science, right? That wasn't the important part of the mission, right? Nope. I mean, we got plenty of money. But research and development. Now we can get survivability. Like I said, we needed this. Because I want these, the radial parachutes. Great. And we're doing pretty well for a career playthrough. We're spending relatively minimal amounts of money. Getting huge rewards off of it. I'm gonna turn there. We're gonna throw in some radial mounts. What are you? Procedural life support tank. Ah, well, about time. Hang on. I'm sorry, we're just gonna move you real quick. I've been waiting for procedural tanks for a very long time. Can I not change how big you are? Give a polygon. Give a cylinder. What? You know, that's fine. Tank type mixed. Liquid fuel. Oxidizer. Does this let you add infinite fuel? I think it does. I think procedural tanks might be slightly overpowered, as I think I'm maybe able to add infinite fuel now. Yeah, let's just not touch procedural tanks. I've been trying to get the procedural mod to work for an hour now, but it hasn't worked before, so why is it working now? Yeah, I really don't know. Yes. Can you, not there? Can you don't? Great. This craft will have expanded capabilities. such as 3 times the range. I'm hoping. Probably not, though. And less stability problems. And perhaps it may be able to reach Mach speed. But to be perfectly honest, none of us really know. Launch. So the odds of this working, I calculate, are rather high for a mission of mine. At about 2%. Yes, that's 5 times what my mission success rate usually is. But we already almost had a disaster, so let's fix that. Great, we're gonna move you up here. We have exactly 1,000 meters of delta. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And now we just hope you can reach Mach 1. So we need a rocket with 4 times the amount of delta B to reach orbit. At the bare minimum with the most efficient possible burns ever. I try to aim for 4,500 because I'm lazy and I don't like efficient burns. Say, is this gonna leave you on his friend? I don't think it's gonna leave me. And snap. And at 500 meters per second, I'm going to deploy the chutes. The 4 chutes. Because they can typically handle that. Wham! So I wanted survivability. It makes landing, whatchamacallits, sstos way, way easier. We're coming in hot. 2,000 meters per second would be a good time to deploy. Oh, those shit's fully deployed. Pretty sure that this will be the last launch of the video, but I'll probably deploy the main chute now. 800 meters. Sure, that sounds good to me. And a boosh. Because the 4 tiny parachutes can be deployed at very, very high speeds, like Mach 2 speed. So when we hit the ground below 12-ish meters per second, we'll probably be fine. Notice I said probably. I don't want nobody taking quotes on what I'm saying. Because the second I do, it's going to blow up. Like I said. Oh, come on. Everything died? And I didn't do any of the science again. 2.4 science, I really don't care anymore. They don't give enough science for me to care. So, what am I gonna spend all that money on? What did I click on? Oh, where's the VIB? Well, either way, it's been a good video, and I'll see you guys next time.